Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. We finally getting some rain, yes sir. It's just quit, the bugs is making noise. Hey Sampson Farms. Sure appreciate you coming in, appreciate all y'all guys. Colbeck Farms, appreciate you stopping by. We've been getting a right good bit of rain. I'm trying to see if I can find my comments on my other phone here and make it easier for me to see. Billy Velthouse, Michigan Dairyman, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. If y'all guys would shoot us a thumbs up. Hey Buff Ranch, appreciate you coming by. Hockey games going on, buddy? I'm feeling a lot better today than I was last Sunday. Last Sunday I was feeling rough. Hey, Traveling Hoosier. Yeah, last Sunday I was feeling pretty rough. Farming Life, how you doing, Eric? Eyeballs good. Yeah, I had to get readers. The doctor told me I was getting old. It was a lady doctor and she agreed with my wife, of course. So I had to get readers. For up close, I can see real good off, but trying to read something up close is getting a little fuzzy on me. Since this time last week, hey Rowdy Yates. Since this time last week, we've gotten about 6 inches of rain. The crops surely need it. No, I don't think it was nothing to do with the battery acid. I believe it's just like the doctor said, age thing. Yeah, we shouldn't have dust for a couple weeks now, maybe. Rain finally let up there, Traveling Hoosier. Coming back tomorrow. Colbeck Farms, y'all just got rain today. Not needed. Knowledge and debt also comes with age. That's very true. But yeah, we had a good week. Took it pretty easy with the rain. That was give me a chance to relax a little and try to get the feeling better. But I do feel a lot better now. Raining there right now. Got the fertilizer down. I saw a video notification a while ago, Rowdy. Yes, sir, Ted. I'm super proud of my little man where he graduated Friday from high school. Hey, Junkyard. Yeah, that's a big step for him. He's making me proud. I think he's got to go to him and my wife's got to go to the tech Wednesday about some kind of enrollment stuff for his school. That's kind of what I was hoping, Rowdy, but he's getting a welding degree, welding and some type of fabrication degree. That's where him and my wife's got to go this Wednesday to finish doing some kind of paperwork or enrollment or something. I honestly know nothing about it, so. Hey, Mr. Thomas. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Get him educated and lure him back. Yeah, that's what my plans is. If he gets his education and what he wants, and he really enjoys fabricating and building stuff. So if he gets his degrees or whatever he wants and he wants to build stuff, I would love to help build him a shop to work out of for him to do fabricating and stuff, if that's what he wants. If not, I'm gonna have to put on my big boy pants and agree with whatever, when and wherever he wants to do with that. Get me a fan to go on the tractor now. About as good as a cab, ain't it? With the canopy on there. We've got about 6 inches of rain since last Sunday, Junkyard. If you're talking to me about the hay crop, Ted, we haven't cut much. All that we cut for us was the 10 acres that we tried machinery out on. Hey Clint, how you doing today, buddy? We've cut and baled some for other people and the equipment's running good, but we haven't done much for us yet. And it's still pouring there, Junkyard. Hey SLC, you doing all right, Brian? They need some professional help. Y'all ain't even close to cutting hay, Colbeck. I meant to bring my glasses out here so I could have tried to read the comments better. Finished putting out nitrogen yesterday. Good deal. Might be able to do more hay this coming weekend. Hey Rick, appreciate you coming by, buddy. Appreciate you coming by, Rowdy. Have a good week, buddy. And Ted asked about the hay a while ago, and we've had rain pretty much all week, so there wasn't no hay making for sure around here. But we still glad for the rain though. It's hockey time. Boston's up 1. Chisel plow 53 acres. Pouring there. It rained hard here this morning. Well, probably right around lunchtime. I know we had to get probably 1.5 inches or better in a 30-minute period. It was coming down. It's possible, but the good thing is the ground was so dry here. I mean, we was bone dry up until last weekend. So the ground's sucking a lot of it up real good. But I don't know how much the wheat will be sucking it up. There's actually a wheat field right beside my house there. If y'all guys would, if you haven't, shoot us a thumbs up. Share the live out if you know how to share it. Not many people there tried it. Just as bringing it paid off. But I tell you what I have learned, if you wait for the perfect weather, you won't make no hay hardly. You're going to have to gamble a little bit and take a chance on it. Went to Greenville this morning. Excuse me, it rained all the way there and back. Rain's holding back the strawberries. Yeah, when we first started with hay, I would try to wait till there was no rain chance, or they had a 10 or 20% chance. But like I said, if you wait till there's no rain chance, you probably won't make none all year. Hey, West Farms. Wisconsin. 5 days ago. 5 days in a row. 5 good days in a row. Hey, Backyard Garden. Appreciate you stopping in and chatting with us a little bit. Hey, Larry. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. With the rain that we've been getting, it's brought the temperatures down a little bit. It's been in the mid to upper 80s. If you have 5 days, you have to be playing hooky from work. Yeah, the hay should be going good now, Clint. Yeah, thank you, Backyard Gardens. Tell them to shoot us a thumbs up. Pretty sure it's supposed to rain, I think a real good, a high percentage in the morning. I think my son's wanting to go look at a dirt bike. He's found a dirt bike he's wanting to buy. Yeah, I like 72 degrees too. Yeah, they still out there croaking all around. Normally, once we clean the pool out and get the swimming pool up and going for the year, I don't see them no more. But I don't normally be sitting out here in the building just quiet listening. We'll be working or something, so I don't pay them no attention. Wow, 87 years old and he baled 600 bales. Stop to see if you can help him stack it in the barn. Appreciate you coming in, Junkyard. Have a good week, buddy. Hey, Michigan Hay Sales. Appreciate you coming in. I haven't heard nothing on the yeah, he was what, 80 something years old and baled 600 bales. I might could. We rode, me and my wife rode this afternoon and looked at some of the hay fields, and several of them's looking good that we want to get cut. As soon as the weather looks halfway favorable to put it on the ground. Now that it started raining, it liable to rain for a couple weeks and then we won't be able to cut. It usually goes from one extreme to the other. But without the rain, we knew we was fixing to be in trouble with hay. 2 or 3 weeks before you can start. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that big New Holland, the pivot. I don't even know what it's really called. But yeah, I'm still waiting on the guy to let me know something on that 8420 International or Case round baler that I found and showed y'all the other week. He's not letting me know nothing yet. It's the livestock barns. I think within 40 minutes of me, there's like 3 livestock auctions. I've got one video put up on one of them that I went to on my channel. But they don't like you recording in them for some reason. Yeah, Rick, up until last weekend, we was bone dry with like 5 days, and that week over 100 degrees, and it was putting a hurting on our hay and putting a hurting on almost all the crops in this area. Have a good week, Backyard Gardens. I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Gerraldfarms. Appreciate you coming by. If y'all just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. If you know how to share the stream out, share it out. I'm asking y'all to do it, and I don't even know how to do it. But I enjoy going to the livestock auctions. There's a one or two of them that I've gotten posted on the channel. But the auction barn, they ask us to quit. Been out working on the roller. Just got your gathering wheels almost done. I saw your video the other day, Britt, and I commented on it. I thought about doing that same thing with but buying the hiller blades, like the disc blades that's made for hilling up rows. I thought about using a set of those and cutting rubber mat and putting on them. But then I found a 8420 baler that's got them on it, and it's been sitting for several years. And actually, the guy said it was working when he parked it. One of the belts broke when he was baling hay last time, but he's got a new belt in the twine box. But I wouldn't really want it for the baler itself. I would want it to take the gathering wheels off and put on mine. And in that video that I put up, I was talking about, I think I could take the bottom half of that thing and make a caddy to put my cutter on that, convert that round baler into a caddy for my cutter. You ended up ordering the fingers online. Yeah, the 8420 that I found, I'll check it out, Britt, for sure. Yeah, that baler I found, the rubber's gone off of the gathering wheels on it, so I'd have to either order them or make a set. But I don't think it would be too hard to strip that baler down and use the axle and stuff as a caddy. $89 to $150 each. Yeah, I would probably definitely try to make them then, because a whole piece of rubber mat probably ain't 20 bucks. Your phone's being silly. And there wasn't an age restriction or nothing on the live tonight, I don't think, which I didn't think I had it the other week. Send you the spare. I think a bunch of them parts will fit the 8430 Ted. Yours are Vermeer rubber fingers, okay. Yeah, I think a little bit of research I was doing, I think it's a lot the same. They're not. I know the 8420 is a lot different than my 8455. I don't even think the chains is different size, so I couldn't use the sprockets or nothing off of it. If you keep the hydraulics off of it, I could use for something. He was told they don't make too many parts for them no more. Yeah, Rick, whenever you do, make sure you show us, because me and Ted's wanting to see it for ours too. So if you get them done before one of us do, make sure you share them with us. And I think Britt's got his finished. We need to check his video out and see what he come up with on his. That's the only real complaint I have with my baler, is that, you know, that you'll leave some of the windrow sometime. And you can't narrow the windrow up much more if the hay's real thick. Then it starts dragging it. The 8450 makes a tight bale. Yeah, our 8455 makes a real tight bale too. Y'all don't run a round baler, y'all run a BB 9060. You don't fabricate, extricate. Use trailer hubs. Good deal. I'm real excited to get some good round bales on hand so we can start running the rebeller some for y'all. And get more kinks worked out of the rebeller that we built. Because now when we use it, we just do 60 or so bales at a time, and by the time we get that going and get the camera set up, we finish baling. But so far, it seems to be working real good. Conveyor's working good. We still might slow it down a fuzz more, because if we rev the motor up, it's like a bale thrower still. You can aim it in the back of the door and launch them. Yeah, it's still doing good. Except you use the heavier steel and bracing. I don't think there's too much pressure and stuff on them gathering wheels though, from what I've seen them on other people's balers. And I don't think they roll, you know, they kind of like the wheels on the V-rakes. They just barely turn. So I don't, but if they don't flex up and down and you drop in a hole, then it's going to bend them if they're not strong. I would really like for mine, the ones on that 8420 I looked at, they mounted so gravity holds them down, and there's chains that limit the downward travel, and if you drop in a hole, then they just free float up on bearings, and then they'll drop right back down in the chain or hold them at the right height. Appreciate you stopping in, Traveling Hoosier. Have a good week, buddy. Let me grab me a drink, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, what did I miss? Alright, let's see what I miss. Harder than it looks. That'll probably work, Rick. I don't see why that wouldn't work. But I was really hoping that he would have got back with me on that baler, so I could have tried to work a deal out with him. Like I said, I was just as excited about trying to make a caddy for the disc mower out of it as I was the gathering wheels. The Vermeer style is easy to make. I think it's case 8465 that another guy got a hold of me about. Just a pivot point, an arm, and a hub. I thought that same thing, Rick. I believe it'll work. I got several of the three quarters of an inch rubber mats that we use to put in the floor of the trailers and stuff. And I thought about cutting one of them, but them things is pretty tough to cut. Broke the coolant belt on the New Holland TG215. Was it hard to replace? Clint, no. When'd you send it? Hey, Backyard Gardener. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, Midwest Alice Acres. Just right over the hay. Appreciate y'all stopping in, chatting with us. Bought a replacement at the sale. Holy mercy, $500. Yeah, no, I didn't get that. If you still got it, send it to me again, Clint, please. Hey, Big Joe in Malia's World. Appreciate y'all stopping in. No, $500 is cheap. I mean, you can, that ain't but one or two parts on it that I pay for that. You ain't been able to bale all week, been breaking shear pins. What kind of bale are you running, Midwest? Make the fingers out of hydraulic hose. That might work, Mr. David. Just drill holes in them and bolt them on it, ain't it? Bolted on with the conduit clamps. Small U-bolts. New Holland 310. Was breaking them on the flywheel. Broke a shear pin on the knotter assembly. I don't know a whole lot about. I mean, is it breaking them when it's only loaded with hay, or it'll break them even when it's empty? When the bell chamber is empty. Bellers are always breaking. That is the truth. And it don't matter how it ran yesterday. Yesterday has nothing to do with today. Take a lot of abuse. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts on the square bellers. It's amazing how they run as good as they do, to me. You look at all the parts that's got to move and stay in line in time. Hey Ben, Visa Cattle, appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Hope you had a good weekend. That's why that's what I was talking about, Mark. If it breaks the shear pins only when it's loaded. Nobody's open on Sunday to get new shear bolts, no. Looking to get a chrome big beller. From what I seen, they pound out the hay. Them crones do. Hey, Rocky Run. Appreciate you stopping in. We're doing a lot better here now. Like I was saying earlier, we've got about 6 inches of rain this week. And that's really helping a lot of things out. Right now we got about 110 acres that we're wanting to get cut. We was wanting to cut a good bit this week, but it's rained pretty much every day. So we didn't try to cut none. You break some shear bolts too. I mean, it's normal to break them if you overloading the baler or if you're loading it to the max, but if it's breaking that easy, we have beef cattle, Colbeck, and we've got one Jersey steer that's been on the farm for probably 6 years. That when we bought a herd of Angus cows off a guy, he had that, and that was part of the deal. We had to take it, and his eye was tore up, and my son turned him into a pet, and now he's probably a 1,400-pound lab that's in the cow pen. And anytime you go in the pen that he's in, whatever you doing, he's right there. He'll take your phone off your side. He'll take your tools off of the truck. He'll drag feed bags off of the truck. He's just like a dog. Just stuck a nail in where the shear bolt's supposed to be. That new hay field that y'all saw, that we just picked up week before last, I think, that y'all saw us spraying. Y'all run dairy cattle, Holsteins. Oh yeah, we've had a few. We used to buy a right good bit of bottle calves and raise. Like I see a bunch of guys doing on here. We used to raise, we wouldn't do about 10 or 12 or so at a time. You thought about drilling out the shear bolt size on the square beller. It'll break something else, Clint, don't you think? You didn't notice it was knotted was sheared until you was turning it by hand. Yeah, that I was telling you about that new place we sprayed it. And the guy that sprayed it was telling me that there was a bunch of clover in it after he sprayed it, and I didn't realize it, so I think we killed it. But the place had been sitting out for like a year and a half, and it had weeds in it, so we had to try to get it under control. There's still 110 acres there that they're trying to sell. If any of y'all looking for some good hay land and pasture land. We have a pet cow named Fergie. Just had her first baby. Sold it and went with Rose. I've noticed that too, Clint. I really think it is, and I think it's because of the windrow size. That was one thing that had me really concerned about putting my old Massey Ferguson behind our rebeller, is because of when we round belling, we make as big a windrows as we can, as our tractor will allow us to bale. And then when we unrolling that, as we unrolling them now into that Massey, that's going to be kind of tough. But I think we can slow it down enough with the hydraulics on the rebeller so we can get by with it for a little while maybe. If not, I'm going to have to borrow yours, Clint, when you get a new one. It's about time for a new one there, see? That's going to work out perfect, Clint. You can go ahead and get you a new one. Take care, Gerraldfarms. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Have a good week. The bales are already packed tight, so it has to work to repack it. Yeah. And I've experimented with it a little bit. I would go, instead of getting my newest bales that I had left just for the play on the rebeller with, I went to my cow pen and got a few bales that wasn't quite as good a quality hay, but the windrows was a lot thinner when I baled it, you know, and it was a lot easier on the beller running it through it. I think New Holland is the best for rebelling. Yeah, one guy that I know that bales for his horses and stuff, he's got a New Holland like yours. Hey Smith Family Ranch, appreciate you stopping in. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, he's got one kind of like a New Holland like yours, and I ain't seen nothing bad out of it. But he bales in the field like we was doing up until now. Rick, you need to send me one of them stickers, Rick, and I'll put it back there somewhere. I'll put your sticker back there so it'll be on the live. Never tried rebaling hay unless you goofed up in the field. You think the one you got in the bushes could be bad? Or could be had? Bad. It says bad, I believe. Yeah, well, we started rebaling got me a couple of them, good deal. I'll make a little board back there to put stuff on that y'all send me if you seeing something with your channel name on it. Get some of that junk off the wall. But we only have so much room to store square bales when we used to sell them more than we do now. And then, you know, we can only have so many at a time, so I would roll hay round bales out in the hay field during the winter and keep baling them for the customers that wanted them. Then I got to seeing on here and saw Mr. Clint and David's operation, and I think that's going to be a lot easier than having to roll them out in the field. Because then we'd have to wait for the frost to dry on the ground in the winter, and had several times it would start raining or sleeting on it, and there's actually some out there in my burn pile behind the shop here now from this past winter when I tried to roll some out and it started raining. I've got to deliver some square bales tomorrow to some horse guys. That was the same people that I told y'all about a couple weeks ago that got in touch with me through Facebook. I didn't even know they had horses. Bill it, somebody somewhere wants it. No, Gerraldfarms as of up to now we haven't. We've relied on weather and making dry hay. No, Rick, still don't have it under a shelter. It's still out behind the building that I'm in right now talking to y'all. I'm wanting to build a shed at my farm where we already have power and a good, I think there's like 4 acres of open area there, and it's all fenced in. That's where I would really like to build a building at. I like to build it there because I said we've gotten power and everything. The only downside to that farm is there is no phone service. I mean, zero. You can't even make a phone call there. So if we set up an operation there to rebuild it, there definitely won't be no live streams. And there won't be no, if somebody needs to get a hold of you while you're there working, your kind of place. I told y'all a couple weeks back that my dad was in the hospital. He got out. My dad's out the hospital now. He's doing better. North Wisconsin Farming. How you doing, Brad? Yeah, he's home and doing pretty good. Thank you, Gerraldfarms. So what's everybody got planned for this upcoming week? If the rain holds off, we're going to try to start cutting hay. Same plan we had last week, but we was fortunate enough to continue getting rain. Smith Family Ranch says work. Work and hopefully cut hay Wednesday and Thursday. Same old, same old. Yeah, we got some more service work to do on the vehicles. One field left, first cutting, then waiting for second cutting. At a baseball tournament next week. Weekend, all weekend. Hey, Clayton. Buddy, I'm sorry the other week I accidentally put that live on age restricted or whatever I done, but I'm sorry about that, buddy. Work blew a main hose in the skid steer. Should be fun, not. Hey, Trapper J Outdoors. Appreciate you stopping in. Ship some cows, plant some more sorghum Sudan, and watch the cows graze. Got 4 cuttings last year on 4 fields. Yeah, so that's the main reason why we was holding off cutting, because it was so dry. Because once I cut it, I wanted to spray nitrogen right behind us cutting for the second cutting, and now it's raining every day. So it's looking like I should have went ahead and cut it while it was dry. You learn from your decisions and choices, though. Had a heifer. That's not. Ended up milking her again this morning. Had to buy hay. I hate to ever have to buy it. Sometimes we do, though. Hey, AJ. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, we hate to do hay all summer and then have to buy it, but sometimes we have to. Or either have to make a decision to cull some cows out. Hay supply, they're low because of drought. Now it's flooding. Same thing here, Clint. Like I said, it's looking more and more like I should have went ahead and cut hay when it was so dry. But it's a tricky guessing game, really, is all it is. You guess whether to go for it or not, or whether to wait. And I chose to wait, and now it's going to rain every day for weeks, looks like. Hey, Farm Work. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Your hay balers coming back together there, Farm Work. The Angus is getting big. See, I couldn't pay $130 for a bale of hay, guys. I would sell my cows. I mean, that was just what I would do. That's a tough schedule, Britt. Yeah, I don't know how there's any money left in it for the person that's buying the hay. If you're paying that kind of money for the hay. Ride a chop in the spring is popular up there for cattle business. we're really thinking hard again about a bale wrapper, so that way we can wrap hay no matter if it's wet or dry. I've talked about that several times. Get sweet corn husk from Del Monte. Wow, that's a long ways to be going to get hay. But yeah, like I said, I talked about it a time or two about getting a wrapper. And so if it does rain or the hay, we can't get it dry, we can bale it and wrap it. It's just seeming like it's making a lot of sense for me to maybe go that way. It is looking like all crops is going to be slim. Yeah, that would be a problem, AJ, but I'd make them smaller. I mean, we would have to do what we have to do to get by. Price is down 50 to 60 now. You're thinking about buying what? That might be a good idea, Smith family. If you can afford to go ahead and buy what you need while the price is down. If it was easy though, everybody would be doing it, y'all. I've never baled nothing that wet, Gerraldfarms. I don't know. I've never tried to bale real high moisture. I reckon I could try it just to see. So just like try to have some extra plans in the work. Yeah, it is open. I think it would bale it, to be honest. I really think it would. They make good feed. Like I said, I think it would bale it. I might have to make them a little smaller than I do now. Fell out like tombstones. It don't work in a gale. I know that Vermeer I got, the old Vermeer, I don't even remember the number now. It don't bale no moisture. That baby stops up. It won't feed it. And then when it does, it wraps around everything. But we don't even use it now. Well, guys, it's been over an hour. I think I'm gonna pull the plug on this thing and get inside and get me a shower. But I sure appreciate each and every one of y'all guys for coming in and checking it out. I think mine's a 504C also, Britt. started flooding. You kept on going. Well, y'all guys have a good week. I appreciate all y'all coming in. We'll do it again next Sunday night. Take care. Y'all have a good one.